Hi everyone, how are you? My name is Ting Wei Yeh. So today I'm going to talk about the place I start and also the restaurant that I work and the chef I interview. So the place I start is called CBCI, which is Charlie Speck Culinary Innovation. So what Charlie Speck do, they basically is focus on food innovation, ideation, marketing, food stylists, and client problem solving. Unlike the normal restaurant, you have a lot of windows to turn the dishes, a lot of order from the customer, or a lot of prep, endless prep to finish. Charlie Speck do most of the thing based on what clients needs, which is more like food stylist, culinology, research chef. So before I talk about the company, let me tell you about what the chefs do. So Charlie Speck was opened by Charlie Speck, executive chef. He has a higher hospitality management degree from DePaul. After that, he pursued his further degree from Culinary Institute of America, which is CIA, and then he focused on business for 25 years. After working in MBA, Spagia, and then Walt Disney, and accumulate for abundant culinary experience, he decided to open a high quality approach. At the same time, it's more focused on culinary innovation company. That's why he gathered three types of people, which is culinary, food science, and marketing as a team. So the whole company is pretty much like 20 to 30 people, and he divided to three teams. You have food science, culinary executive team. At the same time, you have research chef who try to calculate all the ingredient, nutrition facts, and then what clients need. It's like problem solving. And then the last team will be marketing, who doing finance, also calculate all the expense, full cost, labor, at the same time like how much the project need to pay. So overall, that's pretty much what Charlie Speck did. But besides food science and culinologists, also the research, they do tons of work based on what client needs. Let's say trade show from NRA, problem solving. At the same time, they also do a lot of charity because Charlie Speck used to participate in Boy Scout. At the same time, he still teach culinary food science in Purdue University. So I'm gonna talk about why I choose Charlie Speck, because normally R&D, which is research and development position, is pretty hard to get in. Not only because it needs a culinary degree, at the same time, you have to major in biology, chemistry, or mass communication, journalism, so you will be able to prove that the knowledge you have not only culinary, at the same time, you know how to communicate with your client, you know how to do scientific study, and also you know how to prove the nutrition fact. Overall, it's a really strict and higher level of pursuit in the food and beverage industry. Besides that, I want to talk about what I did in the past 2 days during the starch. When I do starch, the first day I have to calculate all the ingredients in the recipe, and then the unit is by gram, not by ounces or even pound, because everything has to be calculated into the golden ratio in each recipe that client needs. It has to be precise, accurate, and all the things have to take picture. After that, we did a lot of food photography and food stylists in order to show the customer we have the best quality image. At the same time, the doneness to show for the food science, culinology, magazine. The second day, I prep for the charity, not only calculating the ingredient, at the same time, I join the meeting while chef is talking to the client. The way how CBCI train employees, they use mentor in group training, which is, for example, we want to run a production today. Normally it's run by chef, but chef will pick you to be the team and you to be a leader to show people when you're making a decision how you organize, and then they let you try one time and then tell you what you could do better and want you to imitate, mentor, and little by little, once they know what you could do better and what you done already is really perfect and beyond the average, they will tell you and fix with you. It's overall, Charlie's Vest doesn't want the company to be as many people as possible. He rather than have less people and who focus and work with higher quality as a family-based culinary professional team. So that's about how they trying to train people. But how they hiring people, it has a higher requirement. So usually they will hire people from an RCA, which is Research Chef Association, or they're looking for people to cooperate it while they're doing the trade shows such as NRA or Food Expo. Sometimes they go to Europe to see different clients at the same time and different talented culinary genius to cooperate at. Otherwise, usually they will hire people right from culinary school and then training them to have R&D experience, or they will hire people who doesn't have culinary and then they teach them how to cook and yield everything by mentor and training. And then the last thing I want to talk about what I learned in Charlie's Bad, not cutting food, not cooking food, but more like organization. What I learned is to think in the big view. When you work in a restaurant, not only think about the labor cost of how much time you do, but depends on how much client, how perfect your clients want and how effectively you can spend your time. Because if you only solve one, for example, if you fix one menu and you get a better golden ratio and develop the recipe for just only one single item and for Starbucks, and you can save tons of money, not only just working hard for the special holiday in the restaurant, and at the same time, it's more like personal fulfillment. You're not gonna cook for people, but when you walk to Whole Foods or Walmart, you might see some ready-to-eat food. It has your name, and to show that, oh, you designed the recipe and how much nutrition fact is value. It's much more like a scientist. Overall, it's a culinologist. So what I learned is not only think like a chef, at the same time think like journalists and researchers. Because the good thing I learned and what I trying to see in CBCI, I will be able to see much more accurate scientific study about the food service industry. At the same time, there's always new trend coming because we face the client not only from domestic American, but at the same time we face all the clients from the planets. So what I learned, it always has to be thinking as a team, always has to be involved, and you have to make sure everything has to be done in the right way. It's more effectively, not just cooking, but make sure everything is mise en place. This is my starch report and also my interview with Charlie Beck. And I hope to see you guys. And let me know if you have any question, just please let me know. Email me or just give me a comment. Thank you very much.